Morning. So out here checking my beehive mouse traps. One of them was set off, one of them was completely gone. So I'm kind of guessing that it probably had a mouse in it and it flew away with a magpie. But I don't think they can get in with that thing I put on there. But somebody asked me in the comments about what was in this burlap bag. And what it is we take care of the fairgrounds here, and so when they shear the sheep for the fair, I save all the wool. It's all stuffed with sheep's wool. Makes good insulation, and it didn't cost me nothing, and it's natural. It doesn't have any chemicals or anything on it. Then they asked about the ventilation here. With this box here, it has a screen inside of it. Yeah, see, them bees they're really going to town with that sugar patty. But that screen on there, it keeps other bees like hornets and things out, but then it's got these holes in the side to help vent it. Winter months with this burlap bag in here, those vent holes are kind of plugged up, but it still helps. Summertime, it provides a lot of air circulation for them, though. Well, anyhow, today, I found those tracks yesterday that I'm pretty sure those have to be wolf tracks. They're too big for anything except for a Great Dane or something. And there are a few around in the area, but not that many. I'm almost sure those are wolf tracks. They sure look big enough. But there were boot tracks with them. So were they together or were they separate? Was somebody walking a dog, or was it wolves and then somebody walked up the road? I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to run into town here and get some gas for this machine of Jeff's and make a quick loop, see if I can find them crossing the road up higher at all. If they're wolves, they've probably crossed someplace. So anyway, that's kind of the plan for today. After watching that trail camera video or videos, I hope I didn't trap one of those mice inside that hive. If I did, the bees will probably kill them during daylight hours when they're more active. But boy, you can sure do a lot of damage to their honeycomb and stuff until they do. Oh, hopefully there's nothing trapped in there. Nothing really I can do about it other than take off the tar paper and tear the hive apart, and it's not warm enough really for that just yet. Okay, so these tracks, can't bend that far, but they're pretty darn big. My hand's not on the ground yet, but these are up another road, kind of in the same area, but not that close to. I wear a size 8 boot, give you an idea. These are probably bigger. They're those snow type rubber boots. Anyway, kind of a little ways over from that other one, there's some older tracks here and some fresher ones. So more and more I'm starting to think that maybe it's somebody's dog. Wolf tracks are so big that they're generally unmistakable. So here's a couple more over here. And these ones, they're going back down the hill. So it could be that somebody walked their dog up the road, turned around and come back down the road. But anyway, wolf tracks are so big, they're pretty much unmistakable. A few years back, a friend called me up and said, "Boy, there's tracks all over this cow corral, and you better come over here and look." So I did. I was sure they were wolves. They were too big to be a dog, and so I drove around all the roads looking to see where they'd crossed the main road and where they went. Couldn't find anything, so I thought, well, they had to have gone down along the river. I wasted most of a day doing that, and then I found out that my boss, who is also the brand inspector, was down in that corral checking brands, and he owns a Great Dane. He had his dog along, and all those wolf tracks, they were Great Dane. So I've been fooled. Don't want to be crying wolf, but then at the same time, you really have to check it out and be sure too. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. We're gonna make this loop up and around with this thing, and see what we can find. Good girl. Go get him, Lily. Get them wolves. Yeah, right. I think they'd get her. Well, ouch. This road here, this is the upper end of that road that I found those tracks on. So I would think she is such a goofball. Go do it again. Oh, she loves the snow. So funny. Anyway, I would think that if they were coming this way, they would have come up this road. It's their best trail up here. A lot of empty area up here, a lot of spaces they could have gone. So it really doesn't mean anything that I'm not seeing tracks in this spot. But the deer and the elk, those elk the other day, let's see, down in here, they were on this snowy knob right over there. Actually, right below that snowy knob. The deer, they were down over in there. A lot of that snow, almost all of it actually, has been melted off. So it kind of makes me think that the game is down there where there's no snow. If there's wolves around, they probably are too. This area up here, the snow, well, you've seen how far in Lily's deep sinking. They don't want to exert any more effort than they have to. If they're running in deep snow compared to dry ground, they're going to be in dry ground. Yeah, look at her. Here, go up that way. Show them how deep that is. Go on, Lily. Go on. Yeah, well, she's not going to do it, but it's up to my knees anyway. I would think that if they're here, they're probably down lower. But I'm going to make this loop today and find out if there's any tracks up higher. Come on. Whoa. You're such a goofball. Coyote tracks. Don't see anything bigger up here though. This machine with these tracks on it actually does better once the snow gets kind of soft and sloppy like this. If you look at here, it's sinking in about a foot, but the snow is, it's almost up to my knee. And when it's powder, it doesn't stay on top at all. It just burrows right down to the bottom, but it's got enough traction. You basically got the surface area of probably 4-foot tires. So it got a lot of traction. It just keeps right on pushing through that snow. If it's real deep, it does overheat though, and you gotta wait a little while and let it cool and start again. And here's Wallace Creek again. There is an old gated road up there. And Cindy and me, we've gone up there hunting on foot quite a few times. There's a lot of blowdown that makes the road really hard to walk up. But a lot of this, I mean, just right up here above, that forest fire came through here. I haven't been up there since it burned. I'm hoping that that road has been cleaned out some, and this summer I'm going to go up and look around for all that lost treasure stuff. But looking on the computer, anyway, looking on the computer, I didn't know it, but there is another owl. No, it's up Owl Creek, but there is another Wallace Creek. So that one, back when that was still called the primitive area and not the designated wilderness, that kind of fits in with that other story about Cleveland's mine. That could be possibly where that was. I don't know. I haven't been up Owl Creek in a long time. There's a hot spring up there. Me and Cindy walked up to, and talk about being disappointed. It had a wooden tub there and an old fire hose that would feed the wooden tub. Well, that tub has long ago fell apart, and the only hot spring is big enough to maybe soak your feet in. It isn't much. You'd have to pipe it into something like that tub and contain it more to make it deep enough to do anything with. But neat area. There's an old apple orchard up there. I've always thought I should go back and look for a bear in the fall. We come to a cattle guard. Pretty easy to see how deep it is. The snow falls through those rails on the cattle guard and collects up on the high points on the dirt. Small tracks here. Fox, coyote, bobcat maybe. So far nothing big enough to be a wolf up high. There's a better look at that snow slide from last year. Why, that is a big patch of ground. And that's gotta be, I bet, a mile long and half a mile wide, maybe more. Maybe a mile wide and a couple miles long. But that big, let's see, where's my finger? Right there, that big droop right there. A lot of snow, a lot of timber got torn off of that when it fell. On this side of the hill, north side, be able to find wolf tracks or any others if they're there. But look at over here. There's so much bare ground. It's getting really hard. If I was a wolf or animal of any kind, I'd try to stay where there wasn't any snow. this is the spot that had those snares. There's really no tracks here at all. A few rabbit tracks, some older tracks of something. These little divots in the snow are probably coyote, probably fox, maybe, I don't know. Rabbit trail. Nothing bigger. Lily's interested in whatever these are, though. They're not very big. They're about the same size she is. Thinking back on it, I can't swear to it, but a few days ago, I do think I remember seeing a dark-colored pickup go by with a couple of dogs in the back. I think one of them was a Great Dane. I'm kind of leaning more and more toward that because they were so low on the hill, and going up higher, they didn't go up higher. It looks like they went up about as far as somebody'd walk and turned around, unless they cut off through the bare spots. I don't know. Keep looking. Come on, Lily, get in. Get up. Are you having fun? You like being the only dog along, don't you? Dottie stayed home. Scoot over. Look out. Scoot over. Over there is where my camera bait is. It looks like something has drug that coyote carcass out and been chewing on that. The other day when I was up here, I forgot my camera card, so I couldn't check this one camera. I think I'm going to swap it out with a whole different camera that actually has a date and time stamp on it. And as long as I'm here, I might as well check the one I checked a couple days ago. So what I did here, got Lily, scoot over. What I did last time, I have several bags that I put stuff in. This one I got from my buddy Bill from high school. It's basically waterproof. It's kind of a rubberized canvas. But I also have a kind of a, here, look out, kind of a Carhartt type duffel bag that I put a lot of this stuff in because, you know, these cameras and things are kind of bulky. So anyway, what I did, I keep my cards in this plastic thing here, and what I do is the ones that all of these are erased and ready to go. This one here, it's turned upside down, and the reason it's turned upside down is I haven't looked at that one yet. I probably have by now though, but I try to keep them somewhat organized, and I keep them in this little Crown Royal whiskey bag along with my card reader. So what happened, I got back home, brought my bag in the house, grabbed this out, and I'm sitting on the couch, poked my card into my computer so I could see what was on it, and then dinner time came, and so I just took this little Crown Royal whiskey bag and stuck it into that other duffel bag that was closer to me. Then when I went to come up here, I just grabbed this bag. I forgot this one wasn't in it. If you're going to try to be organized into different bags, things need to go back into the same bag every time. Anyway, I won't make that mistake again, hopefully. Well, I'll go over here and see what's on these cameras. Alright, this time my card reader is in the right bag. Ouch! Hang it up here and head on home. That that camera that I just changed the card in has 206, I think 10-second, they might be 15-second videos on it already. So, who knows, maybe there's something neat. I think the majority of them going to be birds, but you never know until you look.